Hey Mark, how's it going?
Good. How are you today?
Good.
Happy Friday.
Yep, it's Friday. It's nice and
Yeah,
sunny, beautiful.
it's a nice day out there. Wow. It's gonna rain later, but I'll take it for what it is now. So,
Exactly.
so we're gonna do Innisfil. Some transactions are down, which is no surprise, but we've added a few extra steps there to show the viewers, days on markets, where the inventory was this year, where it is last year,
Now
and
I
the
didn't I didn't type everything in there. Some of it's we're gonna have to do from notes, right?
that's fine. Yeah,
Okay. I'll share the screen because we got a lot of information actually to go through here.
yeah, we do.
So the sales were 70 last year, 87. We're down 19.5%.
Transactions, not price points, folks. Okay.
Transactions. The average price was 944, 991, and the average price now is 940, or last year was 945,007. Basically
Same.
same. But the actives were 307 last year. We're at 410. Those are up 25%.
Yeah, we're seeing that in Simcoe County, right? We're seeing that in Barrie. A lot of the transactions. I mean, sorry, a lot of the inventory's up over
Well,
last
if
year.
you look here, Mark, so these are the Barrie numbers.
Yeah,
So Barrie was down 23%, and it's still 19 and a half. Barrie's actives are up 36%. We're 25 in Innisfil.
yeah, yeah.
And the year to date sales in Barrie, it's minus 5.5, but in Innisfil minus 8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, we're feeling it, right? And again, it goes down to again, we went through, we break down the sales and the ranges, we added days on market. Okay. And I'm going to talk about the higher range. And then at the higher range, we'll say that to last, but I'll tell the folks how we got this high number of 129 here. And I'll save all the stuff to when we go through that. As I went through all the solds in the month of June and hit the history button and added up all the days on market for the 22 listings, and then divided by the 22 gave us the 129. And now I might as well talk about it. Screw it. And what I saw in that range from going really in depth, you've heard me talk about it before, that the pricing is so off in that range, and we're talking multiple. There was some, oh shit, I threw my notes out. Multiple days on market, some 400, some 285, 217, 206, 290, 218, 249 days on market with prices that were back in 2022.
Yeah, so
You know,
I have your note here where there was like you had 22, 43, 400, 17, 158, 16, 91, 86, 45, 171.
and
249, 112, 61, 74. Then there was 25, 30, 30, but then we get into 218, 285, 217.
well, that's it. So the stuff when we go and look at the 25, 30 days and 30 days, even 61, 22, and 43 and 17, they were priced properly, folks. I hate to say this, but it burns me up that we don't understand what market that we're in. And I don't care. I'm going to blame the agent because they're the expert. I
Well,
really
listen, it
think
burns
we
me
know
up.
what's going
Okay.
on in this market today.
But listen, it burns me up when I get all these YouTube comments continually. Prices have to go down another 2 or 300,000.
Well, I get them too, but they don't know the market. They don't know what's going on. They're just comments that should just roll off your back in a way.
Well,
Because
they do, but it's just like everybody thinks that when we talk about something being overpriced, we're talking like 40 or 50%, which is not true. And not only that, um, the average pricing, if you look at like overall, everybody's not out of whack. Like it's a small, it's a
I really believe a lot of people are out of whack, man.
yeah, but are they three or $400,000 out of whack?
On this higher
No.
on this higher range of where they started. Yeah. Yeah,
Well, yeah, maybe some of them that are at 1.4 that should be at 1.1.
right. I've seen a lot.
But percentage wise, it's still relative. If you're at 600, it ain't going down to 3.
No, that stuff, no. And I think the general public, just because there's been so many people pushed out of affordability and, the high price of homes, they feel, the general public feels it needs to come down a lot before, the average person can afford it. But, it's not yes, it's the average person that is buying or maybe trading up or downsizing, but they also, a lot of people are forgetting that a lot of these people are sitting on good equity positions.
Mm-hmm.
And not everybody that is underwater, and the market and the people, the general public think everyone's underwater. Wait till the mortgage renewals come through. Wait till this comes through. People are going to be power sales. We're not seeing any of that, folks. We're not seeing that, because if we're seeing it, I would be reporting it.
Yeah,
110.
I know. And the
So
other thing is that, when I've said this comment to a bunch over and over, with the high cost of new builds and just construction in general, the cost of the new builds is going to keep the resales relatively not high, but stable.
100%, 100%. Look at some of the newer homes that that are buried on Mapleview by Fernbrook. They're holding, they're selling pretty high sevens, low eights for decent towns. We're not usually seeing that too much. So it's
No,
making the resale market a little bit more attractive if that buyer can't afford that price range. Then they're looking at the high sixes, low sevens to be
yeah,
more attractive, affordable. So I agree there, but I do agree with the public thinking that again, they don't see what we see, and they're seeing that everything's overpriced. Because we talk about a lot, and I really believe in a lot of ranges, the if I would if maybe sometime I will go through every range. It'll probably take me days to do it, to really see the average, to pull all the history up. But looking at the history in these higher ranges, even if I went to higher, 9 to a million, they started off at 2022 pricing. Who's giving them the prices? If we're going to pretend if an electrician came here at my house yesterday, hey, my outlet's not working, I have an extension cord for my TV. Do I know what's going on? No, he's the expert. He's going to figure it out. No different than the real estate agent. Hey, go
yeah,
figure it out. Price it this way. The pricing is wrong. And I keep saying the pricing is wrong in not just this community, but other communities. We're seeing, things out, in GTA. I'm getting comments. I got a comment from a gentleman in Alberta. Holy cow, things are selling great out here. Yeah, because things are cheaper.
yeah.
Right?
Everybody's moving there.
Right. I agree, dude. Everything's great out there because affordability is there. Affordability is not in Ontario. Hate to say it. And are we going to see a big drop? We've already seen the big drop since 2022. I think we're on the upswing of sentiment changing. Yes, more rate cuts are coming, and everyone goes, "Oh, there's no more rate." That's a bunch of crap. There's rate cuts coming. There's lots of cracks in the economy. But
Yeah.
then 6.1, consumers cutting back. It's coming. It's
Mhm.
coming. So if you don't think it is, go look at the U.S. data today. That's going to tell you the story too, because they're feeling some economic slowdown as well. Employment went up to 4.1%. Thought the jobs number was better today. It wasn't. Okay. So they're seeing what we're seeing. Most of the economies are just a little bit ahead of the US in the sense of, more cracks. But there's cracks in the US now too. So what's the Fed's going to do? They're going to stimulate the economy. They're going to have to
Exactly.
do spending. So what happened in COVID? Well, they took that for the rates to go rock bottom. What did that do? Oh my God, I'm going to buy a new house. I'm going to buy a new car. I'm going to go buy a new boat. I'm going to go buy a new camper.
Yep.
You saw. So anyway, it's my rant. Pricing's wrong. Again, if someone is thinking of listing, then we'll dive into these numbers. If someone is thinking of listing today, if you're not getting numbers like this, folks, then you need to really assess who you're going to work with. Because if they can't give you the data and go, hey, here's what we're seeing in the marketplace, here's how we need to strategically be priced to sell. And looking at the higher range, there were some agents that did a good job because, some of the sales, 17 days, 12 days, 9 days, whatever. That's pretty good for $1 million plus property. I
Yeah.
was blown away. So some pricing, but 75% of the pricing is wrong, 25% is right. When we looked at the stats in Barrie, 18% of the total inventory sold in Barrie. 18%, that's not a lot. That's across all the ranges. So I believe, is there a correction in price points? I think there needs to be, in a sense, to be why are some selling and some aren't? It's all to do with the price. And
Well,
look,
yeah, and you know what, Mark?
different
I
things and
mean,
variables, but
and it's slow,
right.
like this time of year is always slow.
It's really slow. It's really slow. And I hope you added in the price changes there because because it is slow. So, we're seeing a little bit more price changes coming on now. Folks, it's too late. You should have did this back in early June.
Yeah.
Like right now, you walk down, you go to I walked down the boardwalk today with Ted at 11 o'clock and it's packed. People, this is holiday time. Kids are out of school. Mom and dad's
Yeah.
are at the beaches, going away. Okay, enough about that. Sorry.
That's okay. 5 to 600, no sales, only 6 on the market.
Yeah, it's summer land. Not even worth.
Yeah, not even worth.
It's just that product's not available in that. And yes, we had 7 sales last year, but it's just that price point doesn't exist basically.
No, 6 to 700, 29 actives. We had 7 sales, 8 last year, 19 days on the market on average.
Yeah, that's what it was. And that's right for that range.
Yeah.
It's right. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, I see when I'm flipping through them, some are sold 3, 4, 5, 6, some a little bit longer, some are 35, but I was happy with the days on market, some of these ranges.
I don't think it's bad.
It's not. It's not. And how much are the transactions off?
Well, this one, it's like
Oh, yeah,
7.
okay. So see, it's pretty
Yeah,
flat.
because 7 and 8, right?
Yeah.
So between 700 and 800, there was 8 sales, 15 last year, 28 actives, 15 days on the market.
So pretty hot range, right? So,
Well, it is, but like we're down 46%, but it's kind of strange.
but people also have to think too, strange, but what was the inventory last year?
I
Right?
know we can't look at that, eh? We
Right.
can
It's
find
hard.
that out.
So it was the right inventory. We've seen that. And you think, a lot of these, if we had the right inventory to match the affordability for the mass,
Yeah,
right? Then those numbers would be up. So it's just not, the viewers just can't look at, transactions are at 46%. That's a lower range. But we don't know, there's probably a lot more inventory in that range, and that range for Innisfil sells very well, Dan. Like when I was slipping through those, you can get a pretty decent house under 800K there.
yeah,
You can get an 800K house there in a shitty area, but no one wants it.
yes.
So we have to look at apples to apples too, from last year's inventory to this year's inventory. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Well, the 8 to 900, this is kind of funny. We have 59 active. We had 14 sales last year, 14 this year, and 24 average days on the market. So we had 0 change really.
Yeah. And then, there's some listings in that range, but obviously we had the right inventory mix to meet last year's numbers. So there's an example that we were just talking about in the range above. Like there's some good things there. So you get the right mix, right properties that people can afford. People can't afford $1 million and over. Let's be honest. It's tough.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the 900 to $1 million, 6 this year, 13 last year, so down 54%.
Yeah.
Active 44, and the days on the market 47.
Yeah.
So they're still taking over a month to sell.
They are. And as the ranges go up higher, Dan, we're naturally going to see that, right? We're going to see the days on market go up a little bit more because it's going to take a little bit more time. So, maybe, next video that I'll do is I'll do a different range out of the $1 million. Maybe I'll do the 9 to $1 million and pull up all the history and really
look
see
at,
where the pricing is, because I'm going to tell you in this range right here, it's a mess. It's a complete 129 days.
Well, yeah. So we had 22 sales this year. We're actually up 9%, Mark.
We
had 20
more.
last year.
Right.
But there's 129 on the market.
Right.
And their average, or sorry, the days on the market, average days is 129, but the actives are 195. So
A lot of inventory.
yeah, and you have a lot of comments in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. What else did I have in that range? Yeah, well, just the days in market were a lot. And again, I've already talked to them, so I won't go talk to them again, but a lot of different pricing strategies used. Some of these were trying to sell these back in 2022.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you have nine, like that inventory reduced pricing number. What is that you sent me?
Oh. Um, Can you pull it up on your phone?
Yeah, but
Uh,
you've got like a 9.53%, but it can't be, it's got to be more than 9%.
Pull up your phone because I threw out some papers before doing the video.
Okay, I got it here.
Send it to me and then I can kind of talk about
Look,
it.
can you see it?
Oh, send it to me.
Okay.
Let me see.
It's your writing. You should have been a doctor, Mark.
I know. I wish I get paid like one.
Me
Uh,
too.
oh, okay. Okay. That's for the next topic. So hold that topic. I sent it to you. That's our next part of the puzzle here when we talk about where the inventory is. Right now, we're going to sales, and then we're going to go through the inventory.
Yeah, so I mean, in this price range in Innisfil, all those new builds, there's 2 or 3 phases of new builds that closed this year
Yep.
or late last year. And they're all $1 million, like they're big houses.
They are. They
And a
are.
lot of people are trying to sell them. They're vacant too.
100%. 100%. And anyone that bought in that 2022 phase and sold now in a new building, we see them in Barrie too. They're underwater. They're
Well,
underwater.
that's why I think they're all priced so high and they're staying at that price.
Well, but that doesn't do nothing. That's not the market that we're in. So, okay, here's how the conversation is going to go with me if you're the seller. Hi, Mark. You know what? We'd like you to sell our house. We paid 1.5 for it in 2022. We need 1.6. Thanks very much. See you later. I'm not your guy. I'm not interested in that type of business. That's just not for me because I'm not going to list something and sell something, Dan, that is not going to turn and work. They're going to kill me on why we got any showings? What's going on? You've done 25 open houses every weekend. No one's coming to the open house. Yeah, because the price.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a pet peeve of mine. I'd rather just lose that business. And I don't care if it's my name's in the mud with them. I don't care. I'm just not, it's not me saying I'm greedy. I just want the dollars. That has nothing to do with that. It's just the reality of the market. Okay, Dan, I got Tesla stock. I want $300 for it. Will you buy it from me? Hang on a second. I'm going to tell you what it's trading at, though. I'm going to ask you this question. You ready?
Yeah.
It's trading right now at $247.69. But I want 300. Will you give me 300 for it? Per share?
No, Mark.
There you go. No different than that. That's the market. The market price is this right now. Why aren't people thinking that? Why aren't we talking about market pricing in a real estate market where it is today, not where it needs to be 2 years from now or next year or the year after? No different.
I know. Well, and in the past, agents would take listings thinking they can get buyer leads, or maybe even if I can't sell the house because they want too much, I can get a lead, but you don't even get leads anymore.
It's changed so much from where we were going. When we started in the business back 2010, yeah, we I'd take a lot. We'll get 2 or 3. I was averaging 2 or 3 transactions off every listing. That's not it today.
Nope.
Space is crowded. There's more agents. There's more agents doing business up here from out of town. It's a total different ballgame.
It
So
is.
you have to be, thinking of what's going to sell for the market. And with me, the Tesla example, that's the best example that I can get to make it so easy for everybody. No one's coming at these prices.
Okay, so what's that number that I sent you?
So let's go up to the active listings now. In this, so did you write those ones down or no?
We already did.
Okay, I want to
Right
go back.
there.
Where are they again?
Right
Okay,
here.
good. Okay, good.
Yeah, well, yeah, we already did that when we went over the pricing. And
all right.
over here, our actives are up 25%, remember?
Yeah. So what I noticed when what that 9.53% was that's what, again, I added all the price changes up, Diane, for all these active listings. Okay, I wrote it down. Hang on one second. So I took the active listings and so example, 6 to 7, there was 8 price changes, 7 to 8, there was 3 price changes, 4 conditionally sold, 4, yes, conditionally sold, 8 to 9, 13 price changes, 9 to 1,000,000, 10 price changes, 1,000,000 and above, 20 price changes. So again, I didn't go back and see how current they were. They were on the board saying price change. So it's probably this week that it's taken place. So let's go under that assumption. Basically, 10% of the inventory in Innisfil reduced the prices. Best way to say it. And again, I didn't go back and pull the history on it. I just said, oh, that's some information that maybe we should share. Because we talked a lot about where what I'm seeing in the market on the pricing and it's been wrong is that I think people need to react quicker. Because like you said, they're at the beach today.
Yeah.
They're at the campsites, they're at the cottage. They're going away. So, and it's not going to, so you have a listing that you're not getting a lot of attention on because, and you say it's priced right. And I agree, I think it's priced right. And I think it shows very well. And we had this discussion last week where we're saying, okay, if you drop a $5,000, it's not going to do nothing. It's just the time of the year. So you're going to, if you're priced properly, and you're not getting showings and attention, it's okay. It's just the market's busy. I mean, the people are busy right now, vacationing with the kids out of school and the whole bit. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's the reality. So,
Well, I remember when I used to be on that team and the leader of the team, like the owner, he used to go away 3 weeks of July and I used to run the team because it was the slowest time of year.
so go vacation.
Yep.
We go on vacation when the market goes on vacation. Right now it's vacation time. I'm on
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah.
I'm paddling. I'm looking at the board, looking at numbers, but there's not much going on.
No,
I'm getting phone calls, and stuff like that, but that's about it. I'm not showing.
yeah.
Listings are coming up. Don't do it now. Go get ready mid-August because nothing's going on. So if people have product out there that is, but sitting on the board more than say 90 days, don't do nothing with the price. Unless it's really priced for people to jump on it in a sense. And if you are going to price to market value, it may not mean you're going to get a sale this week, maybe 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're going to cut it, if you're dying and you're drowning, make a big cut because a $10,000 or $5,000 cut isn't doing anything.
Do nothing. It's not going to do nothing. And we just talked the inventory. How much is the listings are up 25%, you said, or 40s? How much in Innisfil?
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I want, because it's going to go to my next point.
25% in Innisfil, 36% in Barrie.
Okay, so inventory's up 25%. That's telling me that the market, the market is more competitive, right? It's very competitive in the higher ranges as we know for Innisfil.
Yes.
Right. Extremely. So we saw some good inventory sell in the higher ranges. I'm going to talk about that for a second, but because they were priced for the market, Diane, they were priced well.
Mhm.
They didn't give the house away. Don't get me wrong, they didn't give it away, but they were priced for what a buyer was willing to pay for that property today. And that's where I think people need to really think about things. What's the buyer going to pay? Go look at the solds. Go look at how pretty some of them, because there's some dandy houses in Innisfil that are staged beautifully. Nice upgrades, nice finishes. If you can't compete with that and you're past that range and price point, good luck to you.
I know.
Good luck, because there's 195 listings, I believe. Hang on a second.
Oh, remember the one I showed you? Well, I'll save that for our straight talk video.
So, information is blunt, folks. That's the way I go. Don't take
Well,
it
it is
personally.
what it is, Mark. And all
It is.
these people, like we've been doing this a long time and we've been watching these numbers, these swings of
Yep.
highs and lows and bidding wars and then nothing selling. Like we do this all the time. This is what we do. And
True.
I get very frustrated with, you know, some of the comments.
Well, yeah, I know. I get it where they're coming from because the general market is so, thinks everything is overpriced. The economy's in the toilet, and some parts of it are, I think, but the doom and gloom and just the affordability is so out of reach. And you gotta ask yourself who's doing the comments, and some of them are great. Like, I mean, I've got comments I go, holy cow, this person's right on the ball.
Oh,
Like,
I get some good ones too. I
right.
do. But I think that I think that they're, and I'm not this kind of person, so I get frustrated with it. I'm not a negative Nelly. I don't look at everything like the world's ending tomorrow. And there's so many people out there that they dig the negativity, right? They get off on that. Oh, this is bad and that's bad. Like, I don't know. I wasn't born that way. I've never been that way. So the doom and gloom, I'm not going to entertain it until it's here because I don't believe that anybody knows what's happening. We
know
don't
what's happening
know.
right now. We just told people that what happened in June. I can't tell them what happened tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Maybe the market's gonna, maybe it's gonna be 25 sales of $1 million homes tomorrow in Innisfil. I can't
I,
tell you, but based on trends, probability of it is gonna happen.
no,
Okay?
but we don't know in 6 months where our market's going to be. We've seen it turn in one day on a dime, where all of a sudden everything was bidding wars, everything was going crazy. I remember in 2017, I've said this before. After Easter, it died. It was one day, and that's when they made the stress test for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
They never had the stress test before. They had it if it was under 20%, but they didn't put the stress test on everybody.
So there's another point.
The government can change this thing in a fucking heartbeat.
But they're not. So we talk about people thinking it's just the prices that's affordability. People got to qualify for 2+ where the rate 2% where the rate is today. That's a big hike. That's a lot. That erodes affordability. That erodes whether you're getting in or you can't qualify. The market's not good. Why not make it a little bit easier for Canadians? Why not
Well,
go,
the thing
hey,
is, Mark,
we don't need this. You
they
have to,
might. Like, that's why people who tell me, oh, this is what's going to happen, and we're going way down in the toilet, and this is what's going to happen with this, and this is what's going to happen with that. This government can control everything. They
love
can
it.
remove the stress test. They can make it bigger. They can make it smaller. What they're doing changes everything,
I
and it can
believe,
be done in a millisecond.
yeah, well, I believe this government likes making Canadians suffer. Bottom line, they like that control. They like that power. Hate to say it, people fighting against these high food prices. Don't do the carbon tax. Don't do it. It's going to inflate things. Food. Nope, we're doing it. Yeah, but we can't afford it. Nope, we're doing it. Look at the food banks. Food banks are up 50% in visitors. It's out of control. Average people. There's a guy I had a sauna with a couple weeks ago. Full-time worker. Because I gotta go to the food bank because I'm not embarrassed anymore telling people. I used to be embarrassed about it, now I'm not. I can't afford to eat. You have a full-time job? Sure do. What's your rent? Decent amount. No shame in what you're doing, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do. Look at gas. Gas is $1.68 today.
I know, I saw it.
Jeez. Dan, I filled up in Costco maybe 6 weeks ago. 129. Now it's what yesterday I put some gas, it's 154. Today it's gonna go up a little bit. That's
Well,
Costco.
I needed gas, and I went out this morning and I drove by it, and I'm on E with my light, and I'm not paying that.
I know it's crazy.
I didn't gas up. I couldn't believe it.
Gouge. Right? So our government has a control to change things and they just choose not to. They're so out of tune with what people are going through today. That's okay. Their day is coming though. The Liberal government days are numbered. So
Yes.
they lost the big riding in Toronto and St. Paul. And the members there, the Liberal parties are just, they can't win with him. They're going to lose their jobs. Hate to say it, but too bad. people need to step up. Anyway, I don't want to talk politics. I get too excited about it and I might piss people off and get their shorts in a knot, so. But anyway, so if anyone wants information on the Simcoe County Innisfil Resale Market, give us a call. Remember, pick a couple agents to go through data.
Yep,
Choose the first one, or, oh, my best friend's a real estate agent. Great, find out about them, how busy they are, what kind of information they can supply you with, get the best information you need. And hit the subscribe button, share the information, and follow for more updates.
perfect.
Friday, see you.
See ya.